You told Sessions you wanted to meet in person rather than on the phone. You could have just read the message from the president over the phone, but you knew that it would make it harder to persuade Sessions to do what you wanted. So you wanted to meet with him in person, correct?
If that's what the report states, yes.
So the Attorney General works at the Department of Justice, but you told the special counsel that you didn't want to meet in the Department of Justice because you knew that if you went into a government building that there's a public log of the visit, and you specifically told the special counsel that you did not want to, quote, a public log of your visit. Isn't that right?
That's accurate.
So why is that? Why didn't you want to leave a paper trail for your visit?
Well, Jeff and I are friends socially, and I want to have the opportunity to have a meal with Jeff and relay the conversation which the president asked me to ask Jeff to consider giving.
So if that was the case, then why was there a problem with you having to do it in secret, essentially? I mean, it was a very important message you were delivering from the president, and it was a message that could certainly be viewed as completely inappropriate, considering that you were not even an employee of the White House. You're a private citizen. You're delivering a message to the Attorney General to limit the investigation. So if you didn't think you were doing anything wrong, then why would it matter that there was a public log?
I want to have the opportunity to speak with Jeff in a more relaxed atmosphere and have a meal with him to have the conversation.
Well, you said that another reason for not meeting at the DOJ was because you, quote, did not want Sessions to have an advantage over you by meeting on Sessions' turf. Is that right?
That's right. I want to have a private conversation in a more relaxed atmosphere.
So, again, if this was an appropriate message to deliver and if it was just about that, why would it matter whose turf it was on? Why couldn't you go to his office? You're his friend. Why couldn't you go to his office and meet with him there?
I suppose I could have, but I chose to have I wanted to have a discussion with Jeff, as we have had so many occasions before that.
Exactly. I mean, I believe
never inside the Department of Justice.
That Sessions knew that it was wrong, and that Sessions canceled his meeting with you. If you guys were good friends, why would he have bothered to cancel it? Did he call you up to reschedule it?
That'd be a question for Jeff Sessions.
Well, after you testified, and you testified earlier that after the inauguration, you didn't communicate with the Attorney General often. You're a good friend that you have dinner with. So when you said that you had a message to deliver, isn't it fair to say that Sessions knew you were calling on behalf of the president and that that message was from him?
I have no idea what was in Jeff Sessions' mind.
To be clear, the Attorney General knew it was a message from the president, and he still refused to meet with you. Mr. Lewandowski, it's clear to me that Sessions knew what we all know sitting here today, that what you were doing was wrong. He wanted nothing to do with your secret messages because he knew it was entirely improper for a private citizen to go behind the backs of the White House counsel and secretly meet with him somewhere without any record of your meeting on your turf to try to persuade the Attorney General to protect the president from investigation into his own misconduct. Well, you know, you can't protect him anymore. And I'm glad that this misconduct can finally be brought to public attention so that the president can be held accountable.